What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video we're going to be recapping all of the information that we have regarding the brand new PlayStation 5 console bundle called the Cobalt Star PlayStation 5 bundle. We'll be telling you all the information you need to know regarding how you'll be able to purchase this, when it will be available, and everything else, and if it is an exclusive set of cosmetics, or if it's going to be a set of cosmetics that can return to the actual game anytime they want in the future, past just being in a little bit of like a console bundle. So we have a lot of information to share here, and while I think we have talked about this a little bit before, this now gives us all the information, right? This now tells us everything that we need to know besides just, hey, this might be a bundle exclusive in the future. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show the image on screen of this actual Cobalt Star console bundle right now. This is set to be the slim model of the Cobalt Star box or whatever else that you'll be able to purchase on the official PlayStation Store, which is direct.playstation.com. They'll also sell the non-slim version, and in total, in order to purchase either one of them, it's around like $100, or not $100, that would be way too cheap for a console, but it's around like $400 to $30 to maybe even like the $300 area, but it still is going to cost you a few $100s to actually pick this up. However, because of the fact that it's being sold around Black Friday time, it will have a little bit of a discount, meaning that it will be cheaper than if you're just flat out buying like a PlayStation 5 Slim, but they won't be supporting you actually buying this bundle on the new PlayStation 5 Elite, I think it's called, whatever the newest model is that they've been advertising. You won't be able to actually purchase with this bundle's benefits, but you will still be able to purchase like a normal PS5 or a PS5 Slim, and it'll be available for sale with select retailers and on the direct PlayStation Store starting November 21st in Canada, November 22nd in the United States, and then November 29th in Japan. Now, if you're in a region that wasn't mentioned, you might get this bundle, you might not, but if you do, it will be at the exact same time as the United States on November 22nd. So if you're somewhere that is like the UK, or you're in Romania or somewhere else, make sure to call your retailers in that region to make sure they're going to be getting that bundle, because there could be a chance that this bundle doesn't end up releasing in the region you're actually located, and they haven't given us full information over on their blog post regarding every single region that will get this bundle and every single region that won't be getting it, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, you know, I guess you're still able to find out by calling up retailers nearby and hearing about if they're actually going to be getting that bundle in their store or if they're not going to be getting it at all. But on top of that, you might be wondering, what are the cosmetics I actually end up getting if I do purchase this bundle? Well, by purchasing it, you get yourselves the Cobalt Snowfoot outfit right here, which will have a Lego style, which I think I can go ahead and show right here. That is the Lego style of the outfit for anyone curious. You'll also get yourself the Sapphire Star back bling, the Indigo Inverter pickaxe, the Weathered Snow Stripes wrap, and the Cobalt Crash drums. On top of that, you're also getting some Rocket Racing cosmetics, being a gold painted style for the Crackle Boost, a gold painted style for the Disco Thick, or Disco Technique, or whatever you call it, wheels, and a gold painted style for the Stella Trail. So a decent amount of cosmetics, some that are able to be used in normal Battle Royale, you know, League of Fortnite, everywhere else, a cosmetic that can be used over in Fortnite Festival, and then some gold variants to cosmetics that you could get normally in Rocket Racing. Now, I do want to mention, as we talk about more information, regardless of what else I mentioned in this video, those gold variants are most likely going to stay exclusive to this bundle, because Epic Games typically doesn't give out gold variants outside of doing the little challenges or something here and there. We've only really seen them give out a gold style for playing Rocket League Sideswipe once, you know, mobile Fortnite actually ended up returning in the UK or EU, whatever it was, and they haven't really done too much with gold variants outside of that, except for the one golden smoke variant you would get by getting Unreal ranked in Rocket Racing and then winning another race. So just keep that in mind, right? The gold variants for car cosmetics most likely won't end up making their way into the Fortnite item shop. However, all of the cosmetics included don't have a restriction in place on them, so technically they could end up releasing in the item shop later down the line, because stuff like the skin itself, stuff like the actual back bling, the pickaxe, the drums, and all that type of cosmetics are set to release in the item shop later down the line, because there isn't exclusivity going on with this bundle, right? It's not going to be a PlayStation exclusive that you'll only be able to get by purchasing this console. It's nothing like that. Instead, if you just wait a long enough time, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, you know, it could even be a few months, because we know how Epic Games does this type of stuff. You could eventually end up purchasing this in-game. Even though they do mention that none of the cosmetics are exclusive, the reason why I wanted to put a spotlight on the Rocket Racing ones is just because I highly doubt they would actually end up selling the gold variants of those Rocket Racing, you know, like wheels, trails, and boosts and everything else, just based on how they've done their stuff before. However, the main bit of cosmetics, like, you know, the pickaxe, the skin, the wrap, the actual drum set itself, those should end up getting sold in the item shop later down the line, but it might have like a 1 year early exclusivity type of thing going on with buying this this actual console. Now, if you're someone who doesn't want to buy the console, but you might want to end up actually getting the cosmetics, there is something you could do, which is getting a code from someone else. I'm not going to give you advice on how to do that, and we don't know what the pricing are going to be for those type of codes from resellers or anything, but you will get a code to redeem, unlike Xbox where they're actually linked to the Xbox account itself, and you have to actually just log into the game with your account logged in order to get the rewards. So there is a physical code that you do get that you can redeem for all this cosmetic stuff, meaning also if you're trying to buy this for like a brother, a sibling, someone along those lines, you can give them the console and then you can redeem the code yourself if they're not someone who typically plays Fortnite, or if you just want to be a little greedy and get yourself the cosmetics anyways. So just keep that in mind with all that information. Once again, this will start being sold in stores around November 21st if you're in Canada, November 22nd in the United States and some other regions, and then November 29th in Japan. And from what I've heard, it is a limited time availability for Black Friday, so once they're sold out, they're sold out. You won't be expecting them to really restock this unless they decide to go back on their word and end up restocking it later down the line. Now, on top of this, another thing I should mention is that once you get the game, once you get the console and everything else installed, Fortnite and Rocket League, Rocket Racing, all that type of stuff won't be pre-installed on the game, but what you will have pre-installed is Astro's Playroom, because I think that's just kind of like pre-installed on every PlayStation device when you get it anyways. So once you get this actual console in your possession, once you get the code and everything else, you will be able to redeem it and all that type of stuff, but you still have to actually install Fortnite yourself in order to actually get all the pop-ups and everything to show in game. And once you redeem the code, keep in mind you do have to launch the game on that PlayStation device before it actually shows up, because if you redeem a PlayStation code and then launch the game on your computer or your Xbox or something like that, you won't actually get the products because it requires you to launch the game on a PlayStation device for the PlayStation entitlement grants to actually show up in your account. So just keep that in mind, right? It won't have Fortnite pre-installed on it. Once you redeem the code, you need to launch Fortnite on a PlayStation device. It could be a PlayStation 4 you launch it on too if you haven't installed there already, but just keep all that information in mind as you're debating on if you're purchasing this, if you're going to wait for it to show up in the item shop, or whatever else it might be. But with this said, I hope this gave you all the information you need to know regarding the brand new PlayStation 5 Slim and normal model bundles. They didn't talk about the normal model on the blog post at all, so I'm hoping that they didn't cancel that one and that one's still available. But regardless, hey, at least we finally have confirmation regarding this bundle, how it'll be releasing, if the cosmetics are exclusive, and all that type of stuff. It does appear like Epic Games wants to kind of end exclusivities, with the only real exclusivity thing we've seen recently being Andromeda, which is a part of that random like Samsung promotion, but also that one already has shop assets, so that skin could end up releasing in the item shop later down the line anyways. Until next time, however, hope champs and champions enjoyed today's video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and until tomorrow, I'll catch you guys a little bit later with another upload. Peace out.